Back to you.
Well, now to a disturbing case of a young woman who was pronounced dead, placed in a body bag, only to be found alive hours later at a funeral home.
So nearly 5 years later, the civil trial for the family of Tamisha Beauchamp has been again delayed. Today, Tamisha's mother spoke out for the very first time. Fox 2 Scott Wolchek is live tonight. What did she say?
Hey, Brandon, yeah, you know what? She talked about how much pain and how long this court case has been going. This has been 5 years. And Tamisha, you know, she was only 20 years old when basically she was having a medical emergency, right? Southfield, they sent some paramedics over to help her out. They performed CPR for quite some time. Eventually, she was pronounced dead, right? Ended up coming here outside of this funeral home, the James H. Cole Funeral Home, where people discovered she was actually alive inside of that body bag. Now, one of the things is Tamisha, she was a young woman who had, she was nonverbal. She had cerebral palsy, right? So she couldn't communicate maybe the same way that you and I do. So very shocking for the people who found it, very shocking and traumatic for her family. This thing has been dragged out. Trial was actually supposed to start in September, but because the city of Southfield has some governmental immunities, they are taking every advantage of that. 3 days before the trial was set to happen, they requested another extension to have the Court of Appeals take a look at this thing. Very, very shocking case. Take a listen to what everybody had to say.
To hear someone say your child is deceased, to later hearing she's not, that's devastating to a family.
Because of laws here in Michigan that give the government, and only the government, chance after chance after chance to avoid accountability, waiting until literally 72 hours before the trial was supposed to begin. It was postponed yet again. The third time at the request of the defendants.
So I just take one day at a time and pray that God just continue to give me the strength that I need to get through this, because I'm not giving up. I'm gonna go through the long haul, however long it take. She lived 20 years. If it take 20 more years for this to get heard in court, and God give me the breath, I'm there.
You heard that. That was a mother's love right there. Remember, Tamisha did end up dying just 2 months after the entire incident happened. She spent 56 days in the hospital. I did reach out to Southfield Fire. Of course, they can't comment because this is pending litigation. For now, reporting live on Detroit's West Side, Scott Wolchek, Fox 2 News. Brandon, back to you.
Look, Scott, this was a big deal when it happened 5 years ago, and it continues to resonate in our communities here. As far as moving ahead, what does this family hope to get resolved outside of a financial settlement?
I think it's really about getting justice, right? You know, Tamisha had a twin brother who has autism, and his mom said he's having a very hard time understanding what happened, right? He looks for his sister, but he doesn't quite understand. He knows something's wrong, but he doesn't quite know exactly what happened. So they're looking for justice and looking for something, because this mom said, remember, her daughter's nonverbal. She said, I was her voice, and I still am her voice. I want to get justice for my daughter and what happened here.
Another reason to always advocate for your child. Scott Wolchek reporting live in Detroit. Thank you.